Hey everyone, Jeremy here with 222 Parkside. Today with a daily vlog talking about some stuff we're doing around the shop and showing some things that we're trying to get going and some different movement around the shop, transitioning from the holiday season. We drug along out of the holiday season. It gets super busy. It really did this year because of our local shop that we opened that's directly behind me. That's what I'm going to be getting some work done today, and along with some other items. We've got some embroidery we're working, and we have a lot of work that we're trying to get done design-wise to continue to add new products for the spring and coming out of winter, even though we're only a month into winter. It's kind of depressing to think, especially how cold it's been. It's been super cold here the last couple of days, which has affected us getting printing done and just kind of slows down that progress with direct-to-film printing. So that's been fun. But today we are going to spend some time here in the shop just recently because it was kind of pain to have at home, and we really need to have it here to run once we get more items back up and available for that. Stickers and banners, just different things that we print with it. So we've got to decide on where we're going to put that. But at the same point, this desk here, I was saying it's going to move up here in this gap. And then we're going to use this area here for different videoing and pressing, and start using this wall again. And use this more of a stationary spot to promote different things we're selling when we go live or just talking about and showing. So you'll definitely see that more in daily vlogs. Hopefully you'll see a transition with it. Our blank wall here we put up when we first moved in here. And it's actually a wall that you can tack stuff to. It's kind of hard to see in the white, but it's kind of got a little bit of a bricklayer type setup. So we're trying to get back to being able to use that. The little display fixtures we have here on both sides of the window here are going to move over here into the shop area. This is where I'm going to try to get some work done. We've got to get the Christmas trees down, the winter trees. We keep them up for so long into the winter, and then we'll start transitioning and moving some stuff around. So that's one thing we're going to try to get done. And then obviously we do still have some Christmas merch up that we had. So we're going to obviously take some of that down and store what we have of that. And I think this little display area here is probably going to go out here in the middle of the floor and be a shop around, because we haven't really used this wide of space. We opened all this up, but we haven't really used the space in that way. So it's probably going to move over here and try to make things a little bit bigger where we have more space to keep adding merchandise to. One thing to note is as we were in the holidays, we put this TV up here. And one of the things we were doing here is we have our direct-to-film prints in these little envelopes. Different things that we're offering. And we have pick a print and pick a shirt. Stock on shirts had got knocked down through the Christmas holiday season. So we're going to be trying to get that built back up. Just to give you a quick tour here, show you around. So our location is not a really big location. We have a lot of stuff jammed in to a small space. We say small space, and we've been here a little over 3 years, but that time when we first moved in here, we were like, I don't know how we're going to fill all this space. And now we're like, we don't have enough space to do anything. So it's kind of funny. I'll give you a quick tour. So this half of the shop here, it kind of breaks around. There's a break in the wall here. We put this wall up here that has clothing hung up on it. That was finished, but now it's kind of back into a project. I'll give you an idea of what that looks like and what we're hoping maybe to move on to with. And then there's a break in the room here that goes into more of basically our production with heat presses, and then our one embroidery machine we have right now, and then we have direct-to-film printing back here with 2 large printers. You can see humidity going. We don't have a ton of printing going on right now, just because everybody's really got slow coming out of the holidays, and that'll slowly pick back up. But so we're only doing so much printing each day. We have some clothing storage here, and then we have clothing storage in the back, but not a lot of storage space. We also have Louie down here, our shop dog, who it looks like she's enjoying her bed and taking a nap. But to finish the tour, the other side of the shop here, this is a counter checkout area / just work area. This is going to be part of what we're going to change a little bit. So the countertop here really just becomes one of our main work spots. You can see here the embroidery that I'm working on today, a small embroidery order. I've got these shirts stationed here. I've went ahead and put the backer on those. I do that as much as I can ahead of time while I'm starting the job, just so I'm just loading shirts and keep them moving once we get it started. And we're doing so many of these today to try to get these out. So that's one of the jobs that we actually have to get done today. Casey over here is working at her desk, doing, like we said, a lot of design work and trying to get more things listed on our different stores that we have. We sell through a couple of different online options and then our own main website. So some stuff on TikTok, some stuff through the fair website, and then on our own personal website we promote through multiple social medias as well. So over here's one of the things we're going to work on. This island here, this end here, you can see we've got a lot of stuff stationed. There are orders to be picked up. We're going to try to hopefully move some of the pickup orders to a different spot in the shop and keep this more as a work zone. One of the big moves here is the desk here that Casey's at. We're going to move that over there. So let me transition back over to the other side of the store. So we're going to try to build that back up. And then this TV actually has some YouTube videos that we play on it, that we set up and run pictures of possible designs that they could put on with shirts that we have available. So that's one thing. Casey had an idea of doing that, and so we put a TV up there for that reason. Planning on getting that back, so when people come in locally, we'll have more and more of that, I feel like, as we start to warm back up and we get into spring season with the spring stuff in general that we add to the store, and spring sports and spring activities. We already have people asking about that and starting to fulfill some orders with that stuff too. So a lot of the stuff over here on the wall, we'll be changing that up. Our local team, local school stuff will still be here. We'll be obviously transitioning back into some warmer stuff as we go. And that's like an overview then of what we're doing so far. So I'm going to get started on some of this work here. We'll see what I can get done today, as I've got to get this embroidery back running. You can hear the machine's not running, so got to get that next shirt started, and we will go ahead and start taking some of this stuff down and get moving.
I've been some crazy since the day I was born. I've done some things that you just couldn't ignore. It's the chase and the haste of all I adore. But you got me where you want me, so just give me some more. It's like, it's just my wild side. It's a state of mind. It's just my wild side. I got a problem being told what to do, but don't forgive me, I won't give it to you. It's the waste of the ways that we try to excuse. I will tell you what I'm feeling and you'll know that it's true. It's like, it's just my wild side. It's just a state of mind. It's just my wild side. Oh, you know, the feeling goes, I can't describe. Oh, you know, the feeling goes.
extra items we had over Christmas as I'm taking these items off of the tree. This is one. We had names stacked up in a Christmas shape. That was one ornament we did. We also had a snowflake here with names that was customizable as well. We had a setup that involved the zip code of a town that people lived in. They could change the zip code. We actually had that one last year. We did more of that one last year. This one's another one that we did. This one has a name. Obviously it's double layered. Has one layer of solid of the reindeer, and then the top is the outline portion here with the name. That one was pretty cool. And then last year we did more of these solid little wood pieces that involved direct-to-film prints. You can hot press direct-to-film prints onto these little wood, different types of wood pieces for ornaments. The direct-to-film transfers will also go on metal, wood, just all kinds of different things that we've put it on. So that was one thing that we did last year. We didn't do a whole lot of these this year. So we'll continue to just take all these ornaments off and get this tree down and move on to the next part. So we had to take a quick break over there at Tree Takedown for the holidays, coming over here and switching out a shirt. But when we did that, immediately it changed, and I had to change the bobbin. And now I'm waiting on a thread reel change. When you're embroidering, if you haven't done that before, of course most people have seen an embroidery machine. They'll see back here in the back, you've got all of your little threads back there. This is a 12 needle setup. So I've got 12 different threads here, but you can see the white that's running right here is getting close to running out. So I'm going to have to try to keep an eye on that, because we don't want it to pull. It's easiest to change it when you can just put the new one on there tied to the old one, then you pull that through, and we're going to rethread that, and we can start from where it stopped. So I'm trying to keep an eye on that for a minute, let that run all the way through, get that changed before I go back in the other room to get back to what I was doing. Alright, so I've got the new spool put on there, and I've got this tied together. Hopefully we're going to just pull this through down here and just pull that new thread through. That is the goal here. The biggest thing is hopefully your knot doesn't get caught anywhere. But this way I don't have to actually physically thread everything back through the machine. Just kind of keeping an eye on the thread. I know this one's, you really can't see. I can feel it's getting stuck somewhere though, so that's not a good thing. We want to try to get it just to pull through without detaching itself from the new spool. So as we do that, it's still going through. I can see it, but I haven't seen my knot come through. Oh, there it goes. You can see it. Maybe it's really hard to see because the machine's all light color. It's all the way down here there. So now we're going to finish pulling that through, rethread it, and then we'll be able to take back off. Okay, so we're just wrapping up taking down most of the stuff from the holiday. I took down all of this greenery that we had along the top of our hang-up clothing area. I'm hopefully trying to fit all this into the storage tub here. It might be extra tighter than I thought it would be. This still takes up a lot of space. So a lot of the holiday decor that we have. I mean, Christmas has more than pretty much everything else. Christmas and the holiday season. So a lot of this ends up, I'll be taking it home to store because we have more space there for some storage. So we'll be storing that stuff there, but it's beneficial to try to get it out of here once we're done with it, so we can move on to the next round of stuff. But we've got that done. So that kind of probably pretty much wraps up what I'm trying to get done with this today. I'm going to try to get this stuff out of here so then we can move on to kind of the next step of moving some of bigger pieces around. We'll try to show that in the following days here as we do that. But we're going to keep packing, try to get this stuff packed up. Got the garland from the trees to put in here. Hopefully this will fit in here. It looks like we're good to go here. As a random side note, love the holidays and all of that, but taking everything down is a lot of extra time. Putting the Christmas trees up might be one of the worst things about the holiday season, as you'll see in like some of the videos there where I was trying to pack it up. Finding those in those boxes is not the funnest thing to do. But we got it done. As you can see behind me, they're all taped up and ready to take to storage. So that's about it for today. Make sure that you guys click the like button and subscribe to our channel. That would be greatly appreciated. And we'll see what we've got going on the next day. Hope everyone has a good one.